Hello, welcome back to Color and Canvas. This is a video that I pulled way out of the archives from 2 years ago, and I had painted this and the technique was a little off, and I didn't want to share it because I didn't want to show something that didn't work out well the first time. Well, I've learned a lot in 2 years, and they never turn out well the first time, at least not always. So I'm going to share this with you because the end result was beautiful. What we have is a little 6-inch tile, and I'm showing you the painting that I was modeling the original idea after. That was a Dutch pour where I had blown all the paint out from the center outward, and it turned out really nice. And I was thinking, let's do it on this little 6-inch tile. So I put the whole thing on a turntable so that I could turn it as I blew the paint out, and put some little cups underneath to raise it so that I didn't have to handle it with my hands. And that worked really well. I also masked off the hairdryer so that the air was a bit more concentrated into a small area. Well, it's interesting. We got to go through a few different tries to get to the end result, but it was definitely worth it. So here, I'll send you back to the original audio now and enjoy this fun little creation. The paint, this is my base coat. It's white. And it's white acrylic. It's probably Liquitex Basics, or it's more likely a Flow Acrylic by Artist Loft. And it's mixed with Floetrol. And that's that. That's all it is. So I'm just gonna, it's a little bit thicker than I need for a base coat, but it's what I had mixed and that's what we're gonna use. So I'm gonna put a little bit more just to get good coverage on here. I don't even know if we need to go all the way to the edges because we're going to be adding paint and blowing it out. So it'll probably cover the edges when they get there. But we're going to cover most of it anyways. So let's just get that done. Get the main coverage done. I might actually do it with a little tool. Okay. Get our trusty spatula or popsicle stick or whatever you have, or your fingers, it doesn't matter. It's all good. And I'm not even going to worry about that bubble because that's going to get blown away with the air. But there it goes anyhow. Oh, no, it's still there, but we're not going to worry about it. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put rings of paint, and then I'm going to pour more white in the middle. So we're going to do a bit of a rainbow, but not entirely. We're going to go with the colors of the rainbow, but not all of them. We'll go with the primaries, yellow, red, and blue, and a little bit of gold because I love gold in everything. So I think I will start with a ring of yellow. Good amount there. We'll add some red right over top and a bit to the outside. And then the blue, a bit over top of the red. And then to the outside of it as well. And I'm going to put a little ring of blue right there. Now, that's all we need for the colors. And then I'm going to put a bit of gold over top of the whole thing because I love gold. And then we're going to pour white in the middle. I'm not going to pour a lot, so I will use my popsicle stick. So I just want a puddle of it there. And we're going to blow that out over the whole thing. I'm just going to move my paints aside, and here we go. Now, I really like the way that turned out. There's maybe too much white in the middle, but look how gorgeous the sides are. Like, that's exactly how we wanted it to be. Isn't that lovely? I might just leave it like that. I want to blow some into the middle though, but I would like a good ring in the middle, so I'm trying to decide how to achieve that without messing it up too badly. I can pick it up. You see I've put it on this little stand. Can you see that? There's little, it's sitting on little cups so that I don't have, it's very easy to move around and set aside to dry this way. But I really like the way that it looks. There is a little bit too much white, definitely too much. So I'm wondering if I can blow it in. We could just experiment with this one and see. Let's do an experiment. Let us experiment, shall we? Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put a center in right there so that we block any changes, and we'll blow into the center. So what I didn't say while I was busy blowing all the paint around with that little drinking straw was, you know, you can really see how much paint is underneath that white. And that is very common with Dutch pours, that paint will get trapped underneath whatever the blow over color was. So keep that in mind sometimes. If you don't see all the color there, if you just blow a bit more air on it, you will find it. And here, there it was all hidden. Ooh, that's interesting. And then we will remove that. Now we have a good circle right there, don't we? And we can blow that circle right back out. And back in. I think we messed it up. So here I got a little bit carried away, and I thought, oh, I wasn't happy with it. Let's blow it out with the hairdryer again. And you know, when some people say they're playing with paint, this is the stage at which you're not happy with the painting and you just start doing crazy things to it. But from the last mistake, blowing the paint in, came the idea for finishing it really, really well. And so that part is coming up after we did the part that made it worse. We're going to do the part that makes it better. Let's try this. Let's just do something different. Let's blow everything into the middle except that part. Didn't look right. Ooh, I kind of like it. That middle part needs to change somehow. It's kind of groovy if we can get that center to I like it. I think that's really cool. Even though it is not what we planned to do, I think it's fantastic. I really like the way that it turned out. I am not going to mess with it one iota more. I'll give it a little torch. Although I'm pretty sure that any air bubbles have been moved, manipulated, and blown around with a straw and they're long gone. But yeah, oh no, I like it very much. That's adorable. Okay, can you see it? It's beautiful. Let me show that to you. Can you see the close-up of it? Really, really nice. Okay, we're going to call this one done and It may change a little bit. I can see a few cells coming up. Let's give it another torch. There are definitely a few cells in there. But this is beautiful. Well, the power of blowing it around with the straw. Like, how cute is that? All right. It's done, and that is all. And thank you for watching. Always appreciate it. Please like and share. And have a great day. Bye-bye.